like, comment, subscribe below, and I am back with another video. This video is a little different from my past videos because this video is not really like a how-to. This is kind of like a venting discussion video. Normally I come to you guys to encourage you in an area that I have already mastered. But this particular area I have not mastered, and I want to be more vulnerable a little bit and to just discuss some things. So I am very ambitious, I am very driven, and I'm just very focused person just all around. And what I've noticed is I have developed like a serious form of PTSD from past relationships I had in my life, whether that's family, love, or friends. And I'm just getting to the point now where a lot of my dreams are coming true. I'm accomplishing a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish for a long period in my life. And I'm just feeling like alone a little bit. I know that I'm going through a spiritual journey with God, and when God is trying to work on you and work through you, he does put you in a season of isolation, and I'm fine with that because I love being by myself and I love having my personal space. But I'm around a lot of people because of what I do for work. I do marketing, so I'm always around people, and I've just noticed in myself, because I do a lot of shadow work. For the record, I never feel like I'm always right. I always evaluate my part in anything that happens with me, whether that's personal or professional or whatever. So people may do things to me, but I'm always like, okay, what part did you play in that? You know, what can I learn from it? How can I grow? And what I've noticed is I have some really serious PTSD when it comes to other human beings, when it comes to female relationships as friends, when it comes to men, and also when it comes to family, because I have been through situations that have been so effed up that it's like, I don't want to deal with people. And I think that that is unhealthy in a way. I think that it keeps me safe in a way to like guard myself from people. Like, I literally put up a wall. I literally keep people at an arm's distance because I don't want to let them in so much that they can do something to hurt me. It's like, if someone does something to hurt me, it's like, well, you wasn't close to me anyway, and I expected it. Like, I've been through so many things that I literally like I expect the worst, you know. I never have expectations for human beings, but I do have expectations, high ones, for myself and for God, because I know that he's able. I know that who he is, you know what I mean? And I know that I can control myself, but I can't control others around me. So I don't know if I want to get into specific situations that occurred, but what I will say is, like, I've been betrayed. My trust has been like broken when it comes to people. I have been like maliciously attacked, both physically and emotionally. I've just been through some things, you know, being in a bad relationship, having people around me who were pretending to be my friend but really using me or really trying to sabotage me. So it's been rough, like, you know, and the experiences that we have in life shape who we are. So I would hear certain things from people maybe in my community, like, why she act like that? I guess saying like I act uppity or I act like I don't want nothing to do with nobody, but it's really just because, like, when you're super intuitive and like the spirit of God is working through you, like, you pray for clarity. Like, I could see things clear. Like, I could see people intentions. I could read a person from meeting them one time, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very quiet because I'm very observant. Like, I call things how it is, you know what I mean? And when I see certain character, or I see certain movements, I just be so turned off, you know what I mean? And it's people in the world who like love gossip, love to hurt other people, project their fears and their insecurities and things like that. on others. These people could be in your family, you know what I mean? When you grow up like in a toxic family, or you grow up in a family where people is going through certain stuff, you learn early. And then when you get into the world, into school, public school, whatever, all these kids is coming from different households, and they are coming with different demons, you know what I mean? I will say in general that this is like a Bible scripture. We're not fighting against flesh, we're fighting against the spirit. And sometimes negative things could just work through people. Like, and I always want to give people grace, and I always want to take accountability for whatever part I played, but it does get wearing. You know, it gets wearing on your soul, it gets wearing on your feelings, and it gets to the point where you kind of like build a wall, and you just like don't want people in. Like, it's not even that I think I'm better, it's not even that I wouldn't like to be close to certain people. It's just to the point in my life right now where I just really feel like I'm not close to nobody. Like, I have one friend, I hide her for dear life. I have a lot of homegirls, like a lot, you know, you're bound to see me out with anybody because I'm a social butterfly, and I've been a social butterfly. Like, if anybody who went to high school is with me, is watching this, like, you know, I've been a social butterfly. I was a part of a certain crew where I lived at, because I lived over there. I was a part of that crew, but I spoke to everybody. Like, I was cool with every group of people. Like, I'm just like that. Like, I'm a cool girl, I'm a fun girl. Like, you chill with me for a day, we about to laugh, we about to have fun. I got money, I'm about to spend it. Like, I like to have a good time. So it's like, I have homegirls, I have associates, but I keep like relationships like at a surface level, because when in the past, when I haven't let people deep in, like in my home, knowing my feelings, knowing my thoughts, people really use stuff to be against you. Like, and recently I had a really bad experience where I let these two girls come into my life who I thought was just like cool girls. Whole time they wasn't. One of the girls had dealt with my boyfriend at the time. I didn't know though. So for them too, they probably like, oh, you fuck with her boyfriend, da 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 da. And they probably was been watching me and been knowing who I was, but I was completely unaware that this girl was fucking with my like boyfriend, who I had a long term relationship with, my son's father or whatever. And I wasn't aware. I'm just being my regular cool self and letting these people like in my life, because I was at a point where I really needed community and like friendship and fun. So I'm letting these two girls in my life, and these two girls literally like came into my life and literally tried to like tear me down, like try to sabotage everything. Like, I opened up so much to these two girls. I let them meet my friends who, like, a lot of my friends is not from Nassau. I let them meet my friends who are relationships I had for years and had worked on for years. They ruined those relationships. They like it really was like, in retrospect, like, everything happens for a reason, because them coming into my life exposed a lot of things about people who I thought were down for me. I won't get into extreme detail, but it was just like a lot of betrayal and a lot of like backhanded, snaky stuff. And I was just like, wow. But in taking accountability for it, I was like, you didn't steward these girls enough to even let them be in your home, let them be around your son, let them meet other friends who you built friendships with. These girls coming into my life with a snaky agenda really exposed people in my life who had a snaky agenda as well. And also at this time, I'm praying to God for clarity, and to remove people who are not for me. But I'm not thinking it's gonna be people who I grew up with. I'm not thinking it's gonna be people who was shouting from the mountaintops how much they love me. Like, God literally did a sweep. And when it's genuine on your end, when you're being genuine and people are being like calculated with you, it's like, it was a shock. Like, everything that was revealed from, let me see, I guess about 2019 to 2023. Like, this is recent. We're in 2024, guys. So everything had basically ended, that sweep in my life, around 2023, maybe like maybe like November or something, November, December, everything like completely, like God had completely like swept my life. And one thing I want to say about that is like life is in seasons. You may have like a certain relationship or certain childhood friends or high school friends or college friends, whatever. Those people may serve a purpose for that time in your life, but they not even meant to go to the end. And that's hard for me. That this is a very vulnerable video. Like, I'm telling y'all a lot without telling y'all a lot, because I don't even want to get into the details. The details, y'all gonna be like, what did they do, what happened? But like, I'm such a loving person and I value family so much that like the way I was raised and the way my heart is, I be thinking that everybody's like that, and they not. People who grew up in homes with abusive parents, people who grew up in homes with absent parents because they passed away, people who grew up in homes where they got molested or raped, people who grew up in homes where it was a lot of drug use, people who grew up in homes where there was no emotional support and it was a lot of verbal abuse. We're not like looking at, like, these are the type of people who I ended up befriending, but I'm looking at who they're showing me surface wise and not their background. Not everybody was raised in love. I was raised in a loving religious house, and like it wasn't like absent parents, no love, no attention. Like, I was raised in love. A lot of people, they gonna get on Facebook, they gonna get on Instagram, all these things, talk about they was raised in love. If your parents were deceased, how, like, what? If you was getting raped and molested, how? Well, where was the protection and love? If you was dealing with parents with substance abuse and all, like, what? You know what I mean? People will front to you when they first meet you, like, oh yeah, I was raised on God. You wasn't raised at all. Like, let's think about birth to about 21. Just because something happened from birth to 8, what about all those other developmental years? You know what I mean? I would really say birth to 21, 25 even sometimes. Traumatic events change people. Traumatic events shape people into who they are, whether they want to appear nice and friendly or not. So again, these two girls who came into my life, they have bad pasts, but they show up as friendly and nice and interested and like caring for me. And at that point in my life, I needed the care and the friendship and the community, and I'm like, okay, they cool, I'm cool, it's no issues. Man, I'm not saying I'm the prettiest girl in the world. I'm not saying I got everything or nothing, but sometimes people just see how you're happy with what you have. People see, come into your life and they see that, oh, she really is that real. She really do love God and have that background for real. She really is that positive, and every time something goes wrong, she really just see the best in it. Like, people will really see that you really that girl, like that you say you are, and get pissed that you are who you say you are. Like, regardless of what any hater or anybody like who don't like me would say, my foundation is solid, and that's why all the weapons that form against me never prosper. That's why all the attacks, even from these two girls or other girls, my old friend group or whoever don't like me or whatever they're doing, it never prosper, because my foundation is rooted in God and love. Like, and it doesn't matter like what people say. Oh, I don't think she, you fake positive. Because you cannot find your own happiness, because you don't know how to transmute energy, because you don't know how to call on the name of the Lord, because you don't have no solid foundation, does not make my positivity fake. People want you to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. That's not realistic. Sometimes I am upset. Sometimes I am sad. Sometimes I am out of my regular energy, but that doesn't take away from the foundation that's there. I'm always able to get back to it because that is my foundation. It's rooted in God and love, and I can only thank my mom and God for like that type of upbringing, that I never strayed from that. That's why anything can happen to me. I lost a child, been betrayed, set up, all types of things, and the beauty of God within me shines. I don't look like what I've been through. It shines from the inside out. And like, people who hate your glow and they hate your happiness and they hate that you always have the strength to move on, I wish it for you guys. I wish that God would heal your heart, and I wish that you could find some type of happiness within your own life. I could be down and out. Like, I really have like the heart of Job. And if you know what happened to Job in the Bible, like, God allowed the devil to take everything from him and he still praised God. Like, I really had that type of heart. And I really wish that for people, because I just always feel like no matter what happens with me or any of us in life, like, God always has the control, you know, and he wants the best for all of us. And I just feel like no matter what, that's why, like, on my Instagram, I've been talking about Joseph so much, and I've been talking about just negative things working out for the good. I really believe for my life that even the negative things work out for my good. That's why my spirit can't be shook. That's why, like, no attack against me can mean nothing to me. I be having my head high. I still be looking good. I still be glowing. I still be happy and receiving all the blessings from God, because I really have that heart and I really have that spirit. And that's something nobody can take away from me. And for people who have so much to say about me, whether it's on Facebook posts or in group chats and whatever little corny shit bitches do, I pray that for you. I wish that for you. I wish happiness for bitches so they can leave me the fuck alone, for real. Because life is a struggle for all of us. We all go through things, and it's how you manage it, and it's how you deal with it. It's early in the morning now. I'm ruining my makeup, but I swear to you, like, this is solid ground over here, and this is not from man. This is from God. You know what I mean? So I wish that for people, and I am trying to work on now my PTSD when it comes to relationships. Like, I'm really trying to work on it now, especially in love, because I have so many options in love, y'all. But I really don't put love to the forefront. Like, I know we're women and I know we're soft, and I know, like, it's always like, you know, the goal is a husband and a boyfriend and all this, but like, I was in a long-term relationship, so I don't I like being single and I like my freedom, and I'm also on a journey with God, so it's like I'm not pressed about it. One thing that I heard Beyonce say that I would live by, and, you know, she said you gotta have your own life before you be somebody's wife. And if you look at Beyonce, like, she wasn't putting Jay or kids before her career and before her dreams, before God, before her family. You know what I mean? She did things the right way, and I just feel like I'm not in a rush. I know I get judged for that. I get single shamed, you know, a lot by other women who feel like they want to take a dig at me, but that doesn't faze me, because a lot of these guys is cheating, both husbands and boyfriends, and I don't be feeling like girls got a prize. And I just know what I'm capable of. I know I have a lot of options. I know I could do what I want, but I want to work on myself more first. I want to heal more from, like, betrayal that I suffered from my son's father, like, just the narcissistic abuse, the physical abuse, and even now still with the parenting, the bullshit that I still go through with him. So I'm still trying to just I find safety in myself. I find safety in my accomplishments and the things that my skill set. I find safety in God, but I really just don't trust y'all. People, I don't know. So I'm really trying to let that wall down some and start building better relationships, because I get asked out a lot by men, and I have some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful homegirls and associates, female associates, who want to get closer to me. And I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to be mean and push them away. I know I don't always, like, reach out to y'all. I don't always, like, extend invitations. I just really am on my solo stuff, but I want to, like, try to find my tribe, my real God ordained tribe, not the group of women who live where I live, not the people who may be where I be, not this person just because we got one thing in common, not the sneaky, snaky girls, like those two girls who want to come into my life to tear me down. My God ordained tribe. I do want to find them, or them find me. And I want to open up myself to like girls who like, it's like I have homegirls who we have so much in common. Like we both got businesses, we both cute, we be dressing, we be going out, and I want to open myself up to fun times with them. Even like my coworkers, like I have, of course we have professional boundaries, but when we take our work trips, we have a good time. So I want to like have fun with them. I want to have fun with my homegirls. I want to have fun with my associates and kind of like let my guard down more. So I'm working on my PTSD. That's basically what this video is about. I know I said a lot, I was all over the place, but from past relationships I wasn't treated right, I am working on my PTSD in friendship and in love. So yeah, that's it, GG gang. This is my most like transparent video. I hope it's appreciated because I don't like opening up. I'm very like, okay. But yeah, I'm working on that. I wasn't always right. I take accountability for that, and I am working on my PTSD. And I am letting the light of God shine from within, not dimming my light. Okay, and I hope that you guys are doing the same. Be blessed, guys. Later.